What is this? There's a lot of girls and a dude. That's school. Hey. Okay, everyone. As you can tell from the title, today I'm going to be playing Death School. So yeah, let's go in. Another day of school. Sometimes it feels like I do the same things over and over. Maybe you do. Why the long face, Joe? Good morning, Ray. How lives are always so repetitive. What's mini games? Okay. Oh, I get it. Sure. Got 3 7s. Unlucky number 13. Alright now. Yeah, that's pretty cool. My billionaire girlfriend. Oh, good. Okay. Anything else? Good morning. I just want something exciting cool to happen, ideally before graduation. Anxious for graduation already? We still have over a year to go. Then we'll just get jobs and keep doing the same thing day after day. Sheesh, what made you so cynical this morning? Sorry. She folds her arms and fixes me with a serious stare. As your class president, I think I'm supposed to give you a rousing speech about furthering your education for the sake of your future. But as your best friend... Yes? She gently drops Sora to the authoritative demeanor and shakes her head. I'll say you're probably focusing too much on classes. Huh? If all you do is study and work, of course it'll start feeling repetitive. You need to take some time to yourself to just relax. What should I say? Ricardo, your first choice. It's up to how you respond. Thanks for the advice. We should hang out. Let's thank her. Thanks for the advice. That's what I'm here for. Because you're the head of the class? No, because I'm your friend. I don't know. That sure seemed like she was slipping into leader mode again. Ray and I have been best friends ever since we were kids. That didn't change going to high school. Our interests sometimes take us different directions, but we're still close. Talking to Ray is one of the best parts of my day. Maybe it doesn't matter that things are a little repetitive at times. There are lots of good things to look forward to after all. The bell rang. Still though, sometimes it feels like our lives will never change. Class, we have a new student today. I'd like you all to welcome Mako, who just transferred to this school. Well, Mako. Thank you. She looks pretty. She looks nervous. She must not be the type like being in front of people. Please take a seat wherever you like. Mako brushes her hair away from her face and looks around the classroom. Finally, she sits down in the empty desk alongside me. Hi, it's nice to meet you. I'm Joe. Welcome to our class, Mako. Mako jumps and stares at us. She draws back as if afraid of something. Sorry, did I startle you? No, it's nothing. She still seems a little spooked, but she straightens her shoulders, gets out a folder from her backpack. Looks like it contains her schedule. She must be even shyer than I thought. I feel bad for her. I hope she adjusts soon. When homeroom ends, I stand up, go to my next class as usual. But Mako's is staring at the door as if she doesn't know what to do. Now I'm actually a little worried. Hey, would you like me to show you around? Yes. That would be helpful. Good idea, Joe. Don't worry if you're late for our next class. I'll explain what happened. Thanks. The cafeteria is down the hall in this direction. It should say on your schedule when you have lunch. Now, our school is 3 floors. You might the classrooms to be organized in some way, but they really aren't. Don't worry. You'll get used to it. Continued talking about the arrangement of classrooms till I realized Mako wasn't following me anymore. Mako? She stopped several feet back, staring into one of the rooms. It's murder time! Something from the far corner of the classroom. Someone is staring back at us, their face twisted with fury. This music sounds familiar. Is it that white-haired girl? What? Step forward, took a closer look, then blinked. There's no one there. Did you see it? I thought I saw something. Must have been a trick of the light. No, there's something in there. There's something dark. Dark? I sense darkness in the school. How should I respond to make a strange statement? What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't have the words to explain it. If you could sense it like I do, you'd understand. It's strong. I sense it everywhere. It's been distracting me ever since I've got here. But what do you mean by darkness? Some sort of negative force. I see. Well, that's ominous. I'm sorry. It's okay, but do you want to continue the tour? Oh, yes. Thank you. Follow me. Lead her through the halls, and she trails after me. Those big doors over there lead out into the country yard, and if you take the hallway all the way down, you reach the gymnasium. And if you take the other hall... Joe? Stop and look at her. She raises a trim, point at something over my shoulder. I spin around. Nothing there. Hair at the back. My neck's prickled all the same. What was that about? I don't know what it was. I can still feel it though. It's here somewhere. Oh, ghost time. She's making fun of me, right? This is a joke, right? Look, if this is a joke, it isn't very funny. No, it's not. I'm sorry. I really should get to class. Thank you for the tour. You're welcome, but... She steps past me, clutching her schedule against her chest as she walks down the alleyway. Are we gonna die now? Follow her, unsure if I should say something or not. But at last, she looks down at her, enters one of the classrooms. Thank God. I'd like to help her. She was trying to give me the creeps. She probably was trying to save you. Relieved, I continue on toward my next class as well. You made it! Yeah, although I wasn't sure I would. Mako kept saying odd things. I know I said I wanted a break from the monotony, but this is not what I had in mind. She seems strange. You can say that again. Who are we talking about? It's gotta be the new girl. What, you two have already met Mako already? I saw her on my way into school this morning. She said some pretty weird things to me and just wandered off. She's creepy. Oh, I'm sure she's not that bad. She's probably just nervous because she's in a new school. Well, maybe. Heh, there's anyone who can get me to change his mind about something. It's it's I. The two of them make a good pair. Ray claps her hands together and gives us all both firm looks. Now it's not good to gossip about your classmates besides, it's almost time for class to begin. Good thing you're here to keep us in line. It's what I do. When lunch arrives, Mako is once again drifting through the cafeteria. The lunch like she doesn't know where to go. Her gaze lands on me and she walks over to sit down with me and Ray. May I sit here? Sure, of course. Thank you. Have you been finding your way around okay? Yes, thank you again for the tour. No problem. Getting used to the darkness too. Darkness? I always thought it was pretty bright in these classrooms. Not that sort of darkness. A deep, creeping darkness building up in school. Just can't tell where it's coming from. Joe, do you know what she's talking about? What should I say? She senses evil in her school. At least that's the closest I can to figuring out what she's trying to say. Evil? I know some of our classmates aren't the nicest people, but in general, I think our school is pretty good. What now? Mako? I don't know if evil is the right word. Negativity, destruction, but is it evil? Those things sure sound like evil to me. Maybe so. There's nothing to be afraid of. How can you say that? You just need to look at the world logically. Superstition can only hurt you if you let it get into your head. I wish I could believe. Look out! Both turn around. Some other students have started arguing. A moment later, someone throws a milk carton that misses its mark and flies straight toward us. Ray catches it. Keep your garbage to yourselves. She tosses the carton into the trash, shaking her head and turns back to us. How did you know they were going to throw it this way? I just knew. How is that possible? She must have just noticed something subconsciously, right? All the same, it makes me even more comfortable about her strange behavior during the tour. Well, as I was trying to say, if there's anything you're worried about, you can always come to us. That's right. Ray's ahead in her class, so she's your go-to person if you have a problem and don't want to ask a teacher. Jill can also be helpful, at least some of the time. Hey! Ha! You two are good friends, aren't you? Yeah, we've been friends since we were little kids. Glad. I hope nothing bad happens to the two of you. Thanks. What are some things you do for fun? Oh, there are lots of fun things. It might seem like a small town, but once you know where to look... Thanks to Ray explaining fun things to do in our school and around town, the conversation shifts back to normal topics for the rest of the lunch, but I can't quite shake my unease. This is fun. Phew, talking to Michael was a trip. Wonder which of our classmates she's scaring now. What happened to not wanting to gossip? Sorry, you're right. I'm not setting a very good example, am I? He runs hands through her hair, then adopts a bright smile. So, what are you doing after class? Just going to pretend the whole thing with Mako didn't happen, huh? Fine, I'll play along. The literature club meets today, so I'll be there for about an hour. Oh no, not the literature club. Great. I have some class business to take care of, and I should be able to finish up in an hour or so, too. Why don't we meet up in the country yard once we're both finished? That sounds good to me. After my class today, I head to the classroom where the literature club meets. Several extracurricular activities are held after school, but they aren't all on the same days. How much you want to bet something happens there? Hey Joe! How did your day go? It was interesting. I have a lot of homework to do though. I'm sure you'll breeze through it in no time. I don't know about that. She leans back and rocks her chair so that only 2 legs are on the ground, her arms folded behind her head. Just write down the first thing that comes into your head. That's what I do. Why am I not surprised? As an upperclassman, Natsumi really should be setting a better example for the rest of us, but she doesn't. Nevertheless, talking to her is always like a breath of fresh air. Her lighthearted attitude is infectious. It's hard to stay gloomy when she's around, even on a day as weird as this. Hey, sorry I'm late. Natsumi lets her chair fall into its normal position again, gives him a skeptical look. You're what, 1 minute late? Besides, Saki isn't here yet either. I had to ask the teacher a question after class, so I didn't get out here as quickly as usual. Natsume? Is it Natsume? Meets my gaze and rolls her eyes. Akira is always pretty punctual. I wouldn't be surprised if times he things down to the second. He's pretty much Natsume's opposite. Hey everyone! Great, we're all here now. We're deciding on our next book today, right? That's right. We'll be voting on which book we should read this coming month. Here are the books you have to pick from. She brings out 2 books and tosses them toward us. Don't throw the books! He catches one and I catch the other. One is a thick fantasy novel, while the second is a horror novel. Be symbol drawn over the cover. Horror novel. Since I picked the nominees, each of you get to vote. Which book should I vote for? Horror novel. I'm in the mood for some horror. Me too! You guys are going to make me read a horror novel? What did I ever do to you? Don't be like that. It'll be fun. I promise. You might enjoy it if you give it a chance. I'll be too stressed out to enjoy it. Sorry, Kara. Try not to let the book get to you too much. Hope I didn't make a mistake. If it's going to be wrong, you don't have to read it. No one is required to participate in our discussions. We can talk about this after the meeting if you want. Thank you. Natsumi might not write her process too much. Comes to a situation like this, she always does her best to make sure no one feels left out. Then we have our book picked out for next month. You can find copies in the library. Be sure to pick up a copy before our next meeting. Great. Now there are a few things we have left to discuss to wrap up our previous book. Sorry. We spent the rest of the club meeting discussing the conclusion of this month's book, which is a romance novel. As our meeting draws near to an end, I hear my back of neck prickles. Is someone? Look to the door, but no one is there. Strange. You okay? Yeah, I just felt like someone was watching me. It must have been my imagination. I can't help but back to the incident with Mako outside the classroom. I could have sworn someone was in there. Weird. Well, I guess it's about time to wrap things up. Wait! I just remembered something else I wanted to say about the book. Sorry. Don't worry about it. No one will mind waiting a few minutes to listen to you, will they? Not at all. I'd much rather leave as soon as possible, but I try to force the feeling away. It's fine with me. Okay, I was just thinking about the heroine and how she changes in the last chapter. As Saki talks, I can barely focus. I want nothing more than to get out of here and meet up with Ray so we can leave. And I thought that was a really important part of the story. You're right! There's a definite character arc there. Wasn't there some symbolism related to that in the first chapter? All the way back in the first chapter? Really? Yeah, I'm sure of it. Let's take a look. As everyone flicks back through the book to find that chapter, I glance at the clock. We should have stopped 10 minutes ago. I can't stand anyone. Sorry, but do you guys mind if I leave? Oops! We went over time, didn't we? Sorry about that. Is there somewhere you need to be? It's not just say we need to leave because we want to. Say we're meeting up. Meeting up with Ray. Gotcha! Better not leave your girlfriend waiting. What? She's not my girlfriend. We're just friends. Huh? Really? I would have thought you ended up dating by now. No, just friends. Forget I said anything then. Go on, get out of here. Thanks. See you all at the next meeting. See ya. My class is over for more than an hour now. Most clubs already finished meeting. The halls are deserted. I wonder if Ray's waiting for me out in the country yard. She gave up and went home. Feels strange walk through the nearly empty school. I hurry to my locker and get together my books as quickly as I can. From down the hall, I hear a distant chatter as Natsume. The others leave the room. They must have finished up with the book. Put everything I need in my backpack. Shut my locker. I'll be more than happy to get out of here. Outside the country, a cold breeze whips through me, make me shiver. I look around. The country yard is deserted. Ray, are you out here somewhere? There's no response. Though I still have that nagging sense that I shouldn't linger, I take a quick trip through the country yard anyway, looking around the sides of the building. Ray is nowhere to be seen. I guess she really did go home without me, or she got killed. Realization fills me with a mix of feelings. Hurt that she didn't wait for me, guilt that I kept her waiting for so long, but above all, relief that I can get out of here. As soon as I get home, I'll send Ray a message asking if she wants to meet up after all. If not, we can always do it another day. I pause as I remember I never got the book for the next meeting of the literature club. But I shake the thought away. There will be plenty of time for that tomorrow. I hurry straight for the exit. Only to slam straight into something. Ouch. Lift my hand to my aching nose and blink it out at nothing. The exit looks clear, just like always. Whatever I ran to, it isn't there now. Stop running into ghosts. I take a cautious step forward, but my progress is blocked. Can't move any further, though I can see out to the street. That doesn't make any sense at all. As impossible as it seems, though, I can't deny what I've encountered. An invisible wall is blocking my path. Visible wall? Does it mean I'm trapped on the school grounds? Is this why I felt like something was wrong? What about the darkness Mieko scented? Find out in the next chapter. Yeah. Death school. That was... Well, we've already been... we've already gone over 24 minutes. It's almost gonna be like half an hour. It's almost gonna be half an hour, so... for next time. Well, see you guys!